Welcome to Newswatch 12 Weekends. I'm Lily Zoller. Federal authorities have confirmed the identity of a man who held 4 people hostage at a Texas synagogue on Saturday. This is drone video footage of the congregation Beth Israel in Colleyville on Sunday morning. The special agent in charge, Matthew DeSarno of the FBI Dallas field office, confirmed the hostage taker as 44-year-old Malik Faisal Akram. He's a British citizen. One of the hostages was released earlier in the evening on Saturday. The other 3 were rescued about 9:30 last night when a hostage rescue team breached the synagogue. All were unharmed. Akram was shot and killed. Today, President Biden called the situation an act of terror. Meanwhile, in Wisconsin state news, a Milwaukee man is in custody after allegedly shooting and killing an 8-year-old girl on Saturday. Authorities say the man was handling the gun that discharged and hit the girl. Alex Corradetti spoke with neighbors who say there's been an outbreak of violence in the area.
Milwaukee police are investigating the homicide of an 8-year-old girl. The incident happened Saturday afternoon near 18th and Highland. Police arrested a 47-year-old man. They say he was handling a gun that discharged, hitting and killing the child. This comes on the heels of a $5.5 million safety plan from Milwaukee's acting mayor, Cavalier Johnson. Johnson released a statement in part saying, quote, "If you have a gun in your home, secure it with a trigger lock or in a safe. Never, never handle a gun near children," end quote. We spoke with neighbors in the area who feel the city isn't doing enough to stop the violence.
I don't think so. No. And we have the Marquette and they got the cameras up, but, you know, usually because we have the Ring doorbell and the cameras, they come straight to us to look at footage. We didn't hear anything.
Like I was in the house.
And all we saw was the emergency vehicles pulling up. Hearing that it was a child or hearing that anybody, you know, lost their lives, you know, was very tragic.
A tragedy they feel a strong community initiative could prevent in the future.
Neighborhood watch group. Whatever happened to that type of thing? And especially since this coronavirus and we're wearing masks, we definitely don't speak to our neighbors. So, you know, we're not getting any closer to being a community. Matter of fact, we're growing far, far away from being a community.
Criminal charges for this incident will be referred to the Milwaukee County District Attorney's Office in the upcoming days. Nearby that incident, a desperate Franklin family continues to look for an elderly woman who disappeared 10 months ago. Courtney Sisk has that story.
She was amazing. She was beautiful. She was kind.
70-year-old Sandra Eckert, in the words of her daughter Kelsey. Eckert disappeared from her Franklin home 10 months ago. Her husband told police he saw her leave around 11 at night, March 26, 2021.
Was it out of character for her to leave?
Absolutely. She wouldn't even drive to my house during rush hour of COVID.
Police say she reportedly drove off in a gray 2005 Dodge Stratus with the Wisconsin license plate 319LGT. That car is also missing and was last seen hours later that same night in Muskego heading southbound on Crowbar Drive, nearly 8 miles from her home.
No 70-year-old just is off wandering, driving around in the middle of the night. We need answers. We need justice.
Answers seemingly few and far between. The family is now offering a $50,000 reward in this case. Franklin police told 12 News they've received a couple of tips since they raised the reward, but could not comment further.
I'm begging you to come forward. If this was your mom, if this was your Nana, if this was your sister, your family, your coworker, you would hope that someone would come forward for you. And she deserves that.
What gives you hope?
I know that I will never give up, and I know somewhere my mom is, whether it's, you know, looking down on me or you know, watching from afar, she gives me strength.
The 2020 election is gearing up to be filled with a wide array of candidates across the board from local to state offices. One candidate on that list is Adam Jarko, a former assembly member from southern Wisconsin. Jarko is throwing his hat in the race for Wisconsin Attorney General, saying he wants to draw a clear distinction between himself and the current Attorney General, Josh Kaul.
I am not a long-time or a career politician other than my short stint in the legislature. I own businesses and practice law and have for a long time, and I'm doing this because I'm terrified for the future of our country and where we are right now, and I firmly believe we need people to run for office who just are doing it for a public service reason.
Jarko says candidates who spent their time in the private sector have more experience than career politicians.
I think the most important difference that you'll see between me and really anybody else that would run for potentially this office is that I am a private sector guy and have spent my life in the private sector, and I believe that the private sector provides solutions to government that people who have served their entire adult life in government can't provide because they haven't been there in the private sector.
Before going to the general election in November, Jarko first has to win over his party with a primary race against fellow Republican Eric Toney. We'll keep you updated with more 2020 election coverage soon. All right, well, Andy, when I woke up this morning, I felt like I was inside a snow globe, but things seem to have settled since then. What's next for our weather?
Yeah, Lily, we are actually going to have a little bit of a lull in the snowfall activity for MLK Day before snow showers are in the forecast for Tuesday, and I think you'll be a little more impressed with those totals than for what we had today. Now, getting to temperatures, morning lows, we started off in the single digits, some low single digits this morning, if not in the negatives, and then daytime highs got up to the upper teens to even some low 20s, seeing that mostly in central Wisconsin towards the Fox Valley, those low 20s there. And for tonight, we are going to be having pretty steady temperatures, looking for those middle teens to last through overnight. Now, just checking in for our snow depth outside. So we had less than an inch of snowfall here in Rhinelander today. Generally, a pretty light dusting of a snowfall landed. So snowfall total is not too impressive, but we do have accumulating snowfall in the forecast for Tuesday with multiple inches on the way. I'll have that total for you coming up in your full forecast. Lily?
Thanks, Andy. All that weather you mentioned has brought a large number of visitors out to the Northwoods this weekend for snowmobile racing season. The snowmobiling community brings business to the areas here in the Northwoods, which is good news for tourism. Newswatch 12's Kyle Pozorski explains.
Fortunately, we have enough snow this year that the trails are open.
Thousands of snowmobile riders are rolling into the Northwoods, leaving a large economic impact on our communities.
Snowmobilers bring so much to Wisconsin and to our economy, our local communities. They show up in droves. We have more than 25,000 miles of trails to explore by snowmobile, and that generates $1 billion of economic impact every year for our state.
Which is exactly what the Wisconsin Department of Tourism likes to see, benefiting rural areas of the state.
We've been hearing about this for weeks, months. There's a lot of anticipation building up to this weekend, and that's exactly what you want to see in tourism. You want people hearing word of mouth, a lot of excitement, and people making that decision. Pack up the car, get up there and see what it's all about.
Some years have gone by with less than ideal snow, which affects business. But when it does snow, cities like Merrill thrive.
Without the snowmobiles and coming down the trails, some of these small businesses would struggle through the winter months.
And having the right amount of snow for northern towns like St. Germain boosts income for gas stations, bars, and restaurants.
Our area, mainly because we get the snow. I mean, other areas of the state, they don't get as much snow as us. And, you know, people know our trails. I mean, the Boboan Snowmobile Club is the largest snowmobile club in not only Wisconsin, probably the Midwest, with over 1,100 members.
And when the snowmobile season kicks off in Eagle River with the Championship Derby, everyone notices.
There's not a business, if you go by during the weekend, that it is not full. And it may not look like it because you go by and you don't see cars, but when you look to the other side and you see 40, 50 snowmobiles, it is amazing to see that.
In the Northwoods, Kyle Pozorski, Newswatch 12.
Coming up after the break, a look at your upcoming local forecast, as well as an update on the storm coming hard for other parts of the country. That's coming up in just a few moments.
City. Uh-oh, did your holiday hosting create a couple extra stains in your carpet? Or do you just need an update for your old flooring? Come to Carpet City Flooring Center and start your year off right with free carpet installation. That's right, free carpet installation. If money is a little tight, Carpet City Flooring Center can help make your project affordable with interest-free financing. Get your free carpet installation today.
Carpet City, our prices will floor you.
Why choose People's State Bank?
I think that care for people is who we are. We've felt that experience from People's, the way they've cared about us.
First, we got involved with People's was on our personal home mortgage. The people at People's State Bank, we feel like are very professional, are very good at their craft.
It's always felt really personal.
Make People's your choice. Stop by a location today or visit us online at bankpeoples.com.
Menards has what you need to keep your home safe. From smoke and carbon monoxide alarms to fire extinguishers, Kidde Home Safety products keep your family protected from emergencies. Grab a general use fire extinguisher. It lasts up to 12 years, and it adds an extra measure to protect you and your family at home. Save big money on Kidde Home Safety products right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
From defunding the police to not prosecuting criminals, Democrat policies are disastrous for America. When I ran in 2016, I intended to serve a second term and go home. But today, our nation is on a very dangerous path. If you could help make America safer and stronger, would you walk away? I've decided I can't. I'll stand and fight for freedom. I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message because I love America and Wisconsin, just like you.
Welcome on back for your full Sunday night forecast. It didn't take a lot of snow today to make big inhibitions on the roads, having a lot of those slick conditions all over north central Wisconsin, making for some tough conditions on those roadways. And it was about 1 inch of snow that we did deal with today. That was in the early afternoon hours from the late morning. That snowfall did wrap on up, and we are looking for then our next chance for snowfall coming up on Tuesday. And after that, we have sharply colder temperatures as soon as Wednesday. We are warming up to the 20s as soon as tomorrow, and we'll keep that again for Tuesday. But then, yeah, we're going to be cooling off quite a bit for later parts of the week. Now, looking at MLK Day on the way, we are going to be expecting mostly cloudy skies, a couple peaks of sunshine here and there. Otherwise, a mostly gray day all around, staying on the dry side, though, however. Now, as we look into our Tuesday, that isn't when we have our next chance for accumulating snow showers, seeing that as a clipper system working in from the northwest, tracking off to the southeast. So expect this from the late morning to the early afternoon hours. Here we go, seen at 1:30. Widespread snowfall through the north woods, trickling on down into Marathon County and areas a little bit south, but this will be a mainly snowfall event for the north woods coming on up. And then that does get out of here into the evening hours with a couple wrap-up showers behind the system. So snowfall that we're expecting a good 1 to 3 inches, which is pretty typical for these clipper systems. So seeing that mostly accumulating in the north woods, a little bit spilling down into parts of central Wisconsin, but the bulk of those showers will be for our region in the north woods. And then, of course, getting some of those totals into 4+ inches into the UP. Now, after we have those snow showers, we're having that bitter cold return to the region. So we're seeing a contrast from a high of 26 on Tuesday down to 9 for a high on Wednesday, and it gets even colder. Look at Thursday, high of 4, but then temperatures do return to the double digits as soon as Friday for a high of 10. So look forward to the couple days back into the 20s before that bitter cold comes on back. Now, touching on the high temperatures that we had for today, many areas landing into the middle teens, some low 20s towards the Fox Valley. Temperatures are not cooling off too much more than what we had for those daytime highs for today. So when you see these temperatures, see these highs, these are pretty steady temperatures for today after we got out of the single digits through this morning. So for tonight, we're looking for those lows to stay near 14. So not a big fluctuation in those temperatures for tonight, fairly steady. And with cloudy skies overall through tonight, we will also be feeling a northwest breeze coming in near 5 to 10 miles an hour. That breeze does get ramped on up just a little bit on our weather. Monday with a northwest breeze near 5 to 15 miles an hour. Along with clouds on the decrease, we saw a little bit of that sunshine working into the region. Otherwise, a mostly cloudy day with temperatures in the 20s. We haven't felt that in the North Woods in a little while, so enjoy the little bit of a warm up and know that it will continue on for another day, looking at our Tuesday high of 26, along with that chance for accumulating snow showers, 1 to 3 inches in the North Woods, a little bit spilling into central Wisconsin. And then the forecast does run on the dry side, seeing some sunshine return by Thursday. And we're going to be dealing with cold temperatures in the single digits in middle parts of the week. And check out those overnight lows spilling into the negative teens. Lily?
Thanks, Andy. All this winter weather is proving to be a little bit dangerous for some Green Bay residents. Authorities have issued ice safety warnings after 2 people went through the ice in the Bay of Green Bay. This comes nearly a week after 36 people were rescued from a floating chunk of ice that broke away from the shore. The latest incident happened Saturday afternoon when 2 men were riding all-terrain vehicles back to shore after ice fishing and crashed through the thin ice near the town of Gardner. A 58-year-old Wanakee man who went through the ice first was flown by helicopter to the Green Bay Hospital for treatment of what are known to be non-life-threatening injuries. A second man who plunged through the ice when he tried to rescue the first man was treated at the scene and then released. Now for more on the weather that's affecting the rest of the country with an update on the major winter storm traveling up the East Coast. More than 80 million Americans are currently under winter weather alerts. The storm is dropping freezing rain, snow, and ice, which is leaving hundreds of thousands of people without power. John Lawrence reports.
Winter weather alerts extend for more than 1,400 miles across the U.S., stretching from Mississippi to Maine.
This storm's a menace. As much as a foot of snow is expected to fall in the mountains and foothills. And in central North Carolina, freezing rain and sleet on top of some snow will fall.
Significant ice accumulation is expected in North and South Carolina, making travel especially dangerous.
Because it will be such a statewide impact, we've activated our State Emergency Operations Center along with our State Emergency Response Team partners in preparation for this. So I think if we can be ready, we are ready for this storm.
Governors have declared states of emergency in the Carolinas, Virginia, and Georgia.
The main message to my fellow Georgians is just be winter weather aware this weekend.
The storm is also expected to bring a wintry mix to the Northeast through Monday.
We're anticipating 8 to 10 inches of snow in the area. We will have 24-hour coverage on our roadways.
Officials warn residents in affected areas to stay home if possible and to be cautious while driving.
I know you got to get the main drags first, but hey, just run a plow through some salt, would be happy.
More than 2,000 flights have been canceled Sunday, according to the tracking site FlightAware. I'm John Lawrence reporting.
More than 278,000 people along the southeast are without power as of 2 p.m. today, Eastern Time, according to poweroutage.us. President Biden has plans to meet with one foreign prime minister later this week. After the break, we'll tell you who and what's on their agenda to discuss.
Look at this beautiful kitchen transformation we did in Rothschild. This wonderful homeowner contacted our team at Kitchen Tune-Up to help make their kitchen dream come true. We not only updated the look of their outdated and dark cabinetry, but we also added a lot of storage and functionality too. Looking for an updated, more modern look? We can help. We offer a variety of services to freshen up your space. We accomplished this homeowner's kitchen dream in only 4 days, and we'd love to help with your space too.
This is Dave. He thought he'd save money by getting internet from one company and TV from multiple providers. You see, Dave and his wife watch live TV, Ella her favorite kid shows, and Henry loves sports. It was costing Dave a lot. So Dave switched to Spectrum. Switch to Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 per month each. Call 833-985-4499. Spectrum Internet with speeds at 200 megabits includes a free modem and free online security software. And Spectrum TV with over 125 channels includes live local news and regional sports and up to 85,000 on-demand titles. Plus, with the free Spectrum TV app, everyone can stream on their devices anywhere. So now Dave has one bill, one provider, no contracts, and is saving a ton. Be like Dave. Switch to Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 per month each. Call 833-985-4499 or visit spectrum.com.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Welcome back. A chairlift evacuation caused by an electric component mishap occurred yesterday at Camp 10 ski area. The cause of this mishap has not yet been identified. A group of scout leaders helped the ski patrol get everyone safely off the lift using their standard aerial evacuation kit. Because of the incident, the chairlift is not running today. Instead, the ski area is running a rope tow and a T-bar ski lift. They will be running these lift alternatives until they've identified the cause of the mishap and remedied it. They are working to do so at this time. President Joe Biden is scheduled to meet virtually with Japanese Prime Minister Kishida on Friday. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki says that the two leaders will discuss their visions for a free and open Indo-Pacific. They're expected to talk about working together to fight the end of COVID-19. Psaki says this meeting will, quote, highlight the strength of the U.S.-Japan alliance, which is the cornerstone of peace, security, and stability, end quote, worldwide. An American hero, decorated Tuskegee Airman Brigadier General Charles Mcgee has died. His family says Mcgee died at his home today in Bethesda, Maryland. He was 102 years old. This video was shot back in December at Randolph Air Force Base in Texas, where Mcgee was honored at Pilot Training Wing. Mcgee enlisted in the Army in 1942 and became one of the first black military aviators, known as the Tuskegee Airman. He flew 409 combat missions in conflicts from World War II to Vietnam. His plane was hit by the enemy fire 2 times. Mcgee battled racism and segregation during his military career, but his family and friends say that he persevered and stayed focused on his mission. Tomorrow is a holiday here in the United States, and after the break, we'll tell you about how people across the country are celebrating, from the president and his wife to the residents of Arizona. Those stories are coming up in just a few moments.
Looking to shift gears or explore the freedom of the open road? Hi, I'm Mark Sparhawk. We're expanding and want you to join our team. We're looking for drivers and owner-operators. We offer an employee-focused atmosphere with accommodating schedules, competitive wages, and full benefits. With Sparhawk Trucking, choose the right fit for you. Be confident in well-maintained equipment and a variety of travel options. Explore the independence of controlling your career. Stop in or apply online.
Whether it's for work or play, you want a truck that'll get the job done right. We have them all. Half-ton trucks, Power Strokes, Cummins, Duramax, SUVs, over 800 to choose from. Know that all Lens trucks are fully inspected, certified clean, can be purchased online, and can be delivered right to your door. It's our way of saying thanks to our past and future customers for the last 35 years. Go now to lenstruck.com.
Lens Truck.
Accidents happen. Mistakes don't have to. Don't take a chance on your future. Call a powerful law firm that will fight for every dollar you may be entitled to.
Hupy and Abraham.
They got me $575,000.
Way more than what the insurance company offered.
All the money I deserved.
Over $1 million.
They really do mean business. Call Hupy and Abraham right now. Tell the insurance company you mean business.
Minocqua, Eagle River, Door County, and San Diego. What do these cities have in common?
We'll tell you coming up next, but first, here's Devin with the weather.
Popples?
Where's Devin? Devin?
Enter today for your chance to win a gourmet bucket of popcorn from Minocqua Popcorn.
It's easy. Just go to WJFW.com and enter the birthday club.
It's a journey unlike any other,
filled with remarkable stories leading to a moment
when, for the first time, the Winter Olympics and the Super Bowl take place at the same time.
And this is the only place to see it. It will be once in a lifetime.
Watch these events in February, only on NBC 12, from where you live.
Welcome back. President Biden and the First Lady volunteered in Philadelphia on Sunday in observance of Martin Luther King Jr. Day of Service. The Bidens helped pack boxes for hunger relief organization Philabundance, which is part of Feeding America. They spent last year's MLK at Philabundance as well, just days before the election. Meanwhile, in Arizona, hundreds of Arizonans held a voting rights rally on Saturday as part of the early commemoration of Martin Luther King's holiday. The rally was also designated to put pressure on Arizona Senator Kyrsten Sinema as key legislation comes to a vote on Tuesday. Patrick Hayes reports from Phoenix.
Phoenix strong all day long! Phoenix strong all day long!
Hundreds of people spent Saturday morning marching down Jefferson Street.
Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Let's go!
Calling on the Biden administration and Congress to end the filibuster and deliver on voting rights.
I just don't see any purpose in the filibuster. I don't see how it benefits. If you have a straight vote up and down, then that really should decide the matter.
I'm 70 years old, and I've never seen the uncertainties, the restrictions, the bickering that's going on in Congress right now.
The Freedom to Vote John R. Lewis Act, if approved, could create new standards for federal elections and strengthen current voting laws. Today's event happened on what would have been Martin Luther King Jr.'s 93rd birthday and included speakers from here in the Valley and King's family.
All of us can create change when we choose to show up and speak out.
King's granddaughter and son both calling out Arizona Senator Kyrsten Sinema for refusing to end the filibuster. As ABC 15 previously reported, Sinema has co-sponsored the voting rights legislation but doesn't agree with ending the filibuster, which is what supporters say is needed to pass the bill.
Eliminating the 60-vote threshold will simply guarantee that we lose a critical tool that we need to safeguard our democracy.
The 15th Amendment that gave formerly enslaved people the right to vote in 1870. That didn't have bipartisan support. Should former slaves have been denied the right to vote, Senator Sinema? I'm just applying her logic here and showing that it's not logical at all.
We asked Sinema if anything has changed since her speech on the floor. A spokesperson from her office referred us back to her comments on Thursday.
I support these bills because they strengthen Americans' access to the ballot box, and they better ensure that Americans' votes are counted fairly. It is through elections that Americans make their voices heard, select their representatives, and guide the future of our countries and our community.
The Senate says they plan on taking up the voting rights bill on Tuesday.
Trucks, trucks, trucks. Home Furniture and Design has truck after truck arriving daily with loads of La-Z-Boy furniture. Come in and find a genuine La-Z-Boy recliner, sofa, sectional, or power chair to kick back and relax and take it home with you today. The best recliner available in the world at amazing low prices. And you can pick it out and take it with you today at Home Furniture and Design, West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
JJ's House of Dogs is open Monday through Saturday. Stop in for a Chicago-style dog, Italian beef, Polish sausage, take-and-bake pizza, or Friday fish fry. In a hurry? Call ahead and place your order. JJ's House of Dogs on Wall Street in Eagle River.
Is your basement broken? Is your crawl space a disaster? Is the concrete around your house sinking or uneven? If the answer is yes, call SureDry. Voted best basement waterproofing and foundation repair company across Northeast and Central Wisconsin. We've offered permanent solutions to more than 25,000 satisfied customers since 1994. We've probably fixed your neighbor's basement, crawl space, or concrete, and we'd love to fix yours too. Call SureDry today.
Are you or someone you love struggling with an addiction to drugs or alcohol and want to be set free from the chains of addiction? Then call Addiction Helpline America right now to get the help you need. From drug and alcohol addiction to dual diagnosis treatment, we provide a confidential helpline to help people like you get sober and live happy, substance-free lives. With one call, you can be on the phone with addiction specialists across the country who will guide you on the next steps to find the freedom and healing you desperately need. Call Addiction Helpline America at the number below. We provide a confidential helpline to help people like you get sober and live happy, substance-free lives. One phone call today can change your life forever. Don't wait another minute for that right moment to be set free. Take that bold step and call Addiction Helpline America at the number below or visit www.addictionhelplineamerica.com.
Tune in as Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller brings you the most up-to-the-minute weather data weeknights at 5, 6, and 10. WJFW utilizes industry-leading technology to provide you with an accurate Northwoods weather forecast.
Welcome back. Well, if the pandemic has left you feeling a little deflated, maybe the world's largest bouncy house will be able to pump you up. Big Bounce House America is on tour across the country, making its weekend stop in Sarasota, Florida. At 13,000 square feet, it is the world's largest attraction of its kind. It takes a team of 30 people and 2 full days to fill it up with air. The giant inflatable theme park is just the thing for kids of all ages. The only catch is that you are asked to not bring any sharp objects with you. After all, no one wants to pop a hole in a good time. Well, this certainly does seem like a very good time, and I hope that maybe the next stop on the tour is the Northwoods, although the weather doesn't seem the best for that right now, Andy.
No, definitely not, Lily. Despite the little bit of a warm-up we have, we'll only be feeling the 20s. Tonight we're feeling 14 for a low, so pretty steady from those daytime highs. And then there we go, seeing MLK Day high of 22. We'll see a little bit of sunshine with mostly cloudy skies as the day does go on. And then we're looking at Tuesday for our next chance for snow showers, accumulating snow showers, most of that being about 1 to 3 inches widespread. So enjoy a little bit of that building on up through Tuesday, because we don't have much more as far as snow chances go in the rest of the forecast. We are going to be running mostly dry as the week does go on. Looking for our next chance for snow showers by Saturday, and it's going to be a lot colder. Looking for highs in the single digits by middle parts of next week.
Okay, thanks for that, Andy. Well, that's all for your news around the Northwoods. Have a great evening.